chicken, mushroom, and wild rice casserole. So we got our rice, it's rinsed, it's ready to go here. I got some warm stock going, I got some chicken, I got all the accoutrement. But we started with some butter, some shallot, and some nice quartered mushrooms, right? You can use a little baby bellas, the porcinis, whatever. White mushrooms, whatever you can get. I just like to keep them thick because we're gonna cook this a while. I want them to maintain some of that integrity here. That shallot got super caramelized, deep, rich color on the mushrooms as well. That's all developing flavors. Next, a little bit of garlic. Now you wanna move quickly, make sure when you put your garlic in there, you got your liquid near, because once that garlic cooks, it's done, it's gonna burn. We don't want that. Next, we're gonna deglaze with a little bit of sherry.
Sherry, bold, with a casserole?
Hey, man, this Midwest is not simple stuff. We're flavorful, hearty people.
Think of chicken marsala.
Yep.
It's halfway to marsala.
Exactly. I mean, this with anything is great. Next, you take your wild rice. While that's simmering, kind of toast it up in the remnants of that sherry and that shallot. It's gonna soak in there, super flavorful right now. Wild rice takes a long time.
Yes.
It does.
Okay?
Like 40 minutes, right?
Exactly. It's very hearty, but it's worth it. The payoff, I promise you. It's so good for you. It's such a different chew and earthy flavor than your normal long grain rice or basmati or anything like that. So we're gonna let that go, toast up a little bit. It's sucking up all that beautiful booze. Now we got our warm stock. And this is about 5 cups. You need about 4 cups for this is perfect, but just in case you got some
Evaporation.
1 bay leaf, 1 little sachet of fresh thyme. Mushroom, thyme, sherry go hand in hand with that shallot. Wonderful flavor combination. We got the stock boiling here. We are gonna cover it, okay? 1 hour.
What's the ratio?
What's the ratio?
Like a 3 to 1, right?
Yeah, like a
it's
cup
like
of rice to 4 cups of
4 to 1.
stock. The absorption level is off the charts, okay? So this is going in the oven for an hour. Thanks, Jeffrey. I got one ready to go here. Bottom one, please, buddy. You cover it in the oven, right? Season it as well, right? Plenty of salt, which I, neglected to do, but obviously season it. So heavy. I think it got heavier from all the absorption. And this is what it looks like when it absorbs all that beautiful stock and flavor. These grains of rice kind of start splitting open. You could see the whites in there. We could take the bay leaf out now. We don't need to wrestle with that later. Now we layer the second portion, which is the meat. You're not having grains without meat in the middle. There's always gonna be meat on the table. So we're gonna use wonderful chicken breast here. And I'm gonna mix a blend of spices here, some cracked pepper. We got, of course, some kosher salt and some coriander.
Yum.
Oh, I love
And this is just like a simple little spice mixture, but I want to coat everything because we're going to bake in this. I don't want the chicken to get lost. And I also just don't want it screaming white when we take it out of there, right? I want it to look like it's caked in flavor, and we are going to hit with a little olive oil, okay? You can spread it around nice, and then we're going to let it rain, right? You could do this in a bowl.
I love them.
And then, so I'm just going to pinch it simply, but total dust. All right, we're gonna flip this over, do the other end, right? That olive oil will make it stick, and then we can just hit the rest. But the other side is our presentation side, so we wanna make sure that's the prettiest. This is kind of that interior of the breast. But that is all additional flavor. Little dried cranberries.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have little sweetness in there. They're gonna plump up real nice. We're gonna mix that up.
Are they going back in the oven?
Right? Maybe a little just to, because this is gonna cook for another 20 to 25 minutes. So we want that chicken to hit to 165, okay? Just because it's a casserole doesn't mean you can't temp your meat in there, right? Look at that, beautiful. And we're gonna just kinda.
I mean, I guess it's technically kind of like a smothered chicken.
Exactly.
Which could be a smothered chicken casserole.
Yeah.
Look at how.
When I think smothered chicken, I obviously think cream and...
I mean, chicken and rice, I think I've grown up eating chicken and rice my whole life. Usually it's roasted, but there's always rice on the side, usually pilaf. This is far more interesting.
One more thing here, Sonny, I'm putting my final touches on here. You're gonna love this. We're gonna shingle some fresh lemon slices, just kind of free form in there. Give it a little artistic flourish here. You don't see in a lot of casseroles,
Nor in Minnesota.
Yeah, but I like the
Look at that.
bitterness the lemon's gonna give everything. I actually
Little
love
acid.
that flavor note.
Help me out there, friend.
Up or down?
We'll do the upski, because I got one ready to go here.
I took a peek. I snuck a peek.
Oh, man.
Oh, you did a left arm uppage.
And look at this beautiful chicken and wild rice casserole.
That is delightful.
Or bake all in one sheet here, and you see kind of the crust that formed on there.
You can
Look at-
serve
you
it just
see-
like that, right? You just
That's
go.
it. You don't need anything else.
Boom.
Maybe some crusty bread with this. Would
Crusty
be
bread,
nice.
Yeah.
little cilantro.
Yeah, and I like that because the wild rice doesn't feel heavy. It's not like when you eat a big bowl of, say, basmati rice or whatever. And really, you kind of pilafed this a little bit.
Yes, I
'cause
did.
He
it
did. He
baked.
peel-offed it. It's a verb,
People aren't
right?
peel-offing enough these days. You can hit the rest of it when you present it with just a little parsley, nothing fancy, right?
I love how plump the cranberries got.
So nice. We're gonna go tapered
Oh.
and perch. I
Oh,
knew
man.
it's
Oh,
juicy.
God.
Good.
That coriander.
Making me hungry.
You're like, don't omit. First of all, do not skip the coriander because it gives you that wild, feral vibe in here. You know, I feel like a wildcat. Chicken's cooked perfectly. The mushrooms and the twosomeness of this rice is fantastic.